Hello everyone, this is Ali Reza and we will start our series with a DLL solution builder. Now, what is the DLL solution builder I have in mind? If you ever tried to make a DLL file for Unity, then you know that there are some things that you need to keep in mind to make it, nice and clean and working with Unity. For example, the .NET framework should be 3.5. Then you need to go and put some dependencies on, for example, Unity engine, Unity editor, DLL files, stuff like that. And most of the time I find myself forgetting about these particular things, and I'm too lazy, I just want to type something and hit a button and I have the solution and the project files being generated for me. So that's the purpose of this thing here. So we will start with Visual Studio. And waiting for Visual Studio to open. Okay, and we will start with a node, a new project, and you see lots of node. Yeah, those are my R&D stuff. So a new project. I'm developing this guy for Windows application. I'm not familiar with iOS or Linux. If you guys are familiar with it, make it and share it in the forum page. I will be happy to accept it and share it with other guys. So Windows Form application, I don't care about the .NET framework. The only thing I care is to come into my desktop, RPG Core, projects, and select folder. And this is DLL solution builder. Okay, there. And it's a Windows Form application. Okay. And we get our very first form. So selecting it, going to properties. Now, I am not happy with this form. I have something, well, let's go with this guy. Because I have a component, but it's commercial, and I want to stick it with, the form itself. So format, comment, thank you. So the text that I want is DLL solution builder. Okay, we will have a text box. And yeah, I have .NET bar, but I will go with the normal stuff here. Now, because I'm using the, let me see if it has it here. No, it looks like not. Okay, so I don't want the maximize button, so it's false. And I want the border style. I always have hard time to find this guy. Well, the icon, I will address it, yeah, form border style to be fixed 3D. Okay, and from here I will add a button. I will add the checkbox. I will have a label if I find it, and I will have a text box. Anything else? I don't think so. Nope. Okay. So these are elements that will create my form. Now, make it big. Control C, Control V. The text is 3 dots for browsing, and make it small. Move it here to the position and extend. Good. and this guy is solution path. There we go. Copy the whole 3 of them, paste them, move them to the top, and bam. This is Unity. This is Unity project path. Now I need to squeeze these two. There we go. Now I will have these two. Copy, paste, move here. This is project name. Make it small. Control C, Control V, move it there, and yeah, basically there. This is namespace. And after that, we have a checkbox that says, come on, I feel you. Has editor. And copy this guy, paste this guy, and it says generate solution file. Okay, and then we have a button that says generate project and solution, and that's our form. Okay, yep. Now I did it for you guys because I have this .NET bar. I just wanted to show you that everything that I'm doing here are achievable by just, you know, normal Windows stuff. But I really like to have my own, you know. Oh, by the way, one thing that we need to add here is a folder browsing dialog. So drag and drop it anywhere in here. It will add it here. But I will delete this form in a few seconds. I will have my own new item, and from here I have this office form. I will call it main form. Okay. And this is from .NET bar. It's just, you know, nicer, just like that. And I now have this .NET bar. One of the things I want from here before anything else is a style manager. And I need to see your properties. The style I want is Office Black. I like it. Now, ping, thank you. Then in the form, by the way, I will have to delete the form, but if you come to the program.cs, you see that it says the application run is form 1. I want it to be main form. Okay? So that it runs from main form and doesn't use this main form CS. So I will now delete it. So here, the main form, the text is DLL solution builder. And because I'm using Windows 10, I saw that, for example, if I run it right now, you won't see this black stuff here. It will show up as Windows 10's theme, whatever it is, and I don't like it. I found that it has something here that it says glass or something like that. Let me see if I can find it. Form border style is fixed 3D or fixed tool window, fixed single, and I'm looking at the shapes. Yeah, fixed tool window, I like it. The icon, I will come back to it later, but well, maximize box is false. Come on, where was that? Start position, center screen. Where was that? Enable glass. Put it to false. Now it will show up like what I want. Okay? And this is the the maximize. Did I set the minimize button to false? Maximize to false. Minimize button to true. Sorry. Okay. Now I put stuff from .NET Core. Basically the equivalence of, buttons and labels. And I'm really not using the things it gives me, but me. So a text box, a label, and a checkbox. Where is it? The checkbox. Okay, so the first label again says solution path. Okay. Oops. Okay. And this is, well, instead of Unity project path, I say Unity. Yeah, I need to say project path to be more obvious for users. And come on, show your face, sir. Really? Huh. Auto size is false. Make it true. Thank you. Make this guy auto size to true. And I was wondering, why did you take that much space? Now we are aligned with that. With that. There we go. Move it down so that I can move these guys freely. And finally you go there. Okay, now Control C, Control V, and the first one says project name. Move it like that. Control C, Control V, and this is namespace. So namespace. This one says, come on, come on, come on. There we go. This one says has editor, and Control C, Control V, Why are these guys auto size to false? It's funny. It's damn funny, you know. Shouldn't. Having hard time aligning it with this guy to align center. Wow, no, not like that. This way. Control Z. This way. Thank you. And auto size to true. Aligning it centered. Thank you. And this is generate solution. Then we have the box. That says generate. Now I can just move these guys back, move these guys to here, move these guys back so that I can resize my window. Cool. 16 minutes of just, you know, form design. Now we need to name these guys. So this is solution path txt. This is unity path txt. This is project name txt. By the way, I don't like this guy to be sitting there. Thank you. Yep, that's better. So this is namespace txt. Editor chk for checkbox, solution chk, generate button, unity path button, and finally solution path button. There we go. And we name this guy to main form. Now on the events, we need to have some events for the form itself, because, well, we need to assign some things here, and the only thing that we care are two events. One is form load, so you can click on load, so it gets to form load, and then the other one is shown. Okay. And do I really need shown? Let me check. Yeah, shown. Okay. So now that we are inside form, we will have some things on top to add. The first one is private read-only dictionary of string, comma, string, and we call it location. And when we are generating this guy, we say location equals to new dictionary of a string and string. Then we will have a private GUID, and we call it GUID. Then we say GUID equals to new GUID. Then we will have private string of normal project folder, and Control C, Control V. This is editor project folder. Then we will have Unity installation folder. We will have Unity project folder. We will have solution GUID, and I know it's text, it's a string. Then we will have normal project GUID. Then we will have editor project GUID. Then we have engine DLL, engine DLL path. We will have editor DLL path. We will have Unity subversion, Unity top version, and Unity version. Now, when we are loading the form, we want to look inside registry of Windows, because if I run regedit, and you see that under current user software, we will have Unity Technologies installer Unity. Here we will have a default location x64 because I'm on 64-bit operation system. Otherwise it would say location and the version. So I want the path that I installed my Unity and the version of Unity that is being installed. The reason I'm using a dictionary to have these locations is that in future maybe the installer change. Right now, when you install a new version of Unity, it will override this key for us. So, for example, if I have two versions of Unity being installed, the registry will always refer to the last location. And Unity editor, you will have a bunch of things in registry just for the Unity editor. We don't care about that. So what we want is this path and these subkeys inside the registry, okay? And we need to access it. So we say var key position equals to software backslash Unity space technologies, and typos here would ruin everything for you, so be careful. Installer, okay? Then we say var key I said equals to registry in Windows, in Microsoft Win32, so registry dot current user dot open subkey of key position. Now we want to check if the key is not null. So if key, look at me typing all Persian. So if key does not equal to null, do stuff for me. Otherwise, well, no, not yet. Okay, so we say var temp equals to key dot get sub key names. Okay. After that, we say for each if I can find it, for each. Inside temp, var s as a string, we say var registry key equals to key dot open subkey of s. Then we say if registry key does not equal to null, we say var b equals to registry key dot get value of version dot to string, and we say unity. Here we go. I had a combo box here, so I don't have it now. So we say private string registry version. So we say registry version equals to our b, and then we say var open sub key equals to registry key. Then we say var l equals to environment dot is 64-bit operating system. If so, open subkey dot get dot, come on, type dot get value of location space x64. Otherwise, open subkey dot get value of location. And finally, we say location dot add b comma l. Okay. At the end of here, we say if not string dot is null or empty, the registry version. Well, if string is null or empty registry version, we want to give message and end the application, because we didn't find any Unity version as an installed version. And why are you yelling at me? URL. Well, I need to implicitly say that it's a string. Dump. Forgot that toString at the end of these guys. That toString. There we go. So if we are null or empty, we didn't find any Unity version here. Okay? So we say message box dot show, and I will use resources here. So I hit Alt Enter and go into resources, and I have a string here that I need to use now. Actually, I will generate a string to use now, and that is the one that I want. So the name is no Unity installation. The value is no Unity installation was found in registry. Maybe older. Come on. Version than 5.x. And there is no comment there. So Control-Shift-S, and now I can use that resources here, and I will say resources inside that dot no Unity installation, and resources dot error title. that I don't have yet. Okay, comma message box. Okay, now I need to make this error title, and it's simply saying that error title is error, nothing more than that. So after that, we want to close the application, so application.exit. So if we don't find any Unity being installed, we will exit out of the application and giving a feedback to the user. Now when the form is shown, I want one of these things being focused. In my notes, I focused on this guy, but I found myself using this guy a lot. So yeah, we'll say solution path, not txt, button dot focused, not focused, dot focus. So it will focus the control on the button. Now, when we are clicking on this button, we want to get a solution path. So we say if, what did I name my dialog? Oh, I don't have it yet. So I need to come into dialogues, and I will say folder browse dialog, and I change this name to folder dialog, like that. There we go. Now here I will say if folder dialog dot show dialog equals to OK. All I'm doing is I'm saying solution path txt dot text equals to folder dialog dot selected path. And same code actually being used here. The only thing is changing to Unity path txt. Okay. Now, when we hit the generate button, here is when the whole magic will happen. The very first thing I want is checking if string dot is null or empty, the Unity, well, the solution path txt, okay, dot text. I want to give a message box dot show from resources dot empty solution path with resources dot error title, and the only button that I care is OK, and then return. Now I need to add this guy to the resources. So we will have another one that says solution path should not be empty. Okay. Then the same code happens for if the Unity path txt. So Unity path txt is null, then we will have empty Unity path that says Unity project path should not be null or empty. We will have the same thing for project or proj name, I think. Yeah, proj name txt, we say empty project name. And this is project name. Should not be empty. And finally, the namespace txt. So empty namespace. Because remember, we are working on a DLL, and you normally want a namespace there. So namespace should not be empty. Okay. And we finally have another one that says finished generation. That says finished generation of solution projects. Okay. Now, after all of these sanity checks, we want to say location dot try get value for our, what did I name it, registry version, comma out into Unity installation folder. Okay, then we say if string dot is null or empty Unity installation folder, simply return. After that, we say engine DLL path equals to Unity installation folder plus @ for backslash editor backslash data backslash managed backslash Unity engine dot DLL. And the editor DLL path is the same, only this part becomes editor. Okay, now the version we get from registry would look like 5.2.1 F1 or whatever. Okay, and we want to separate this 5 and 2 and 1 from the rest. So we say var Unity complete version equals to Unity version what did I call this guy? Registry version, sorry. Registry version. Well, I can completely get this part done. Because I had a combo box, I get rid of the combo box. So Unity sub version equals to registry version dot split on the F word of index 0. So we get this 5.2.1. Okay. After that, we say var split equals to Unity subversion dot split on the dot. It returns a string array. So we say Unity top version, Unity top version equals to split of index 0 plus a dot plus, actually, yep, split of 1. So the top version is 5.2, okay? Then we say Unity version equals to split of 0. So we get the 5 out of it. Now, we say Unity project path, Unity project, did I call it path or folder here now? Yeah, Unity project folder. Cool. So we say Unity project folder equals to Unity path txt plus @ backslash assets backslash plugins. Okay. So why I'm doing it is that you don't need to go inside the assets folder. You just direct this this program to the root of Unity project. Then we say solution GUID equals to the GUID dot toString. After that, we say GUID equals to new GUID. Then we say normal project GUID equals to GUID dot toString. Then we say GUID equals to new GUID. Then we say editor project GUID equals to GUID dot toString. So we have 3 GUIDs now. One from the construction, one we create and assign to normal project, and one to the editor project. After that, we will have some methods. Generate solution files. But before that, we need to generate folder structure. And here I will say if solution check dot checked, then do the solution file for me. Then we say generate normal project. And finally we say if editor checked dot checked, we want to generate editor project. And we finally say message box that show resources dot finish generation with resources dot message title, comma message box. Okay, and that's it. Well, we don't have a message title, so we say that and we say it's a message. Simple enough. Yep. So that's it, guys, for this episode at least, because in next episode we will have to get away from this solution. By the way, let's just implement the methods so that we don't get errors. Okay. And I will reorder these guys. Okay, so in next episode we will take a look at what Unity generates for us when we are using it for generating a solution and projects when we open that file inside Visual Studio. So we will take a look at that and then come back to this part and finish this guy at the end, because honestly it's very cheap, it's very fast when we are done with it. Okay, so until next episode, have fun everyone, bye bye.